Hello everyone, Lord Battalion here, and welcome back to EU4 Spanish playthrough. When we last left off, we were colonizing the Caribbean. I don't think anything else needs to be said, so let's get right into it. Alright. So we have our colony here. Uh-oh. We don't need someone's advice to rule. What do we look like? Common peasant? Alright, let's see here. We have... or more, I should say, Portugal. Portugal has a very small army. Very small army. About 10,000. I could have sworn they had 15,000 last we checked. So that means their army's smaller. England's still the same size. Getting to the point where Portugal's looking rather nice this time of year. Now, let's say we continue our conquests of the Isles. May want to think about taking Bermuda. We'll see. And I think Portugal knows what's coming because they keep offering an alliance. But we're not going to give them one, because that's not how we run things here in Spain. So today, we're going to continue colonialism. How's the colonies going? They all seem to be progressing rather well. So that's good. Now, what are we doing in Africa? All our colonies here are established, along with the Cape Verde Islands, or Cape Verde. Now, I think we're going to continue the bulk of our colonial efforts in the Caribbean, but we might want to hop up here and seize Bermuda, because it's just a nice island to have. Now, I think we're going to take over a lot of land in the Caribbean, if not all of it, before other Europeans show up. So that's going to plan. Alright, let's see here. Morocco has 16,000 men, so we always have the option of invading Morocco. But again, money constraints. We have a lot of money saved up, but I'm not sure that we want to increase what our income is going to be spent on, because eventually we're going to be at a deficit, and I don't want that. So we're going to wait till we have our colonial possessions a little more established. Then we'll probably focus on building an army. Well, a larger army. Okay, so let's see here. Thought that was Ukraine for a second. Nope, that's just Ormond, wherever that is. Right. The Ottomans. Have a decent army. Seems like we have one of the larger armies in Europe at the moment, which is good. So we're going to continue that trend. Crimea is massive. That's not concerning to us, but, you know, maybe one day we'll get over there. Alright, let's see. Yeah, everything's going fine. Oh, we have a colony that is self-sustaining. Oh, and we have our first colonial nation. The Spanish West Indies. Now they're going to go ahead and build their own armies and things. So that's great. So we are going to continue the colonialism, probably at Bermuda. Yeah, Bermuda sounds nice this time of year. We're going to get the fleet together. Let's get our army together. To Bermuda we go, and we have other islands we'll be able to colonize as well. Alright, let's march into Bermuda. Mass I was gonna say mass disappearance, but there's no one to disappear on this island. That's lovely. Cause you all know I love my mass disappearances of people who could potentially get in my way. That's a tiny island. But I said we want the whole Caribbean, so we're gonna go ahead and take that. I don't care if Sweden has a cardinal. Right. St. Martin. Yeah. Our noble families are conflicting with the clergy, so that's not great, but not the worst. Wait a minute. That there is a tiny... That's going to take more time to colonize. That's just annoying. You know what? That's just plain annoying. Well, the Spanish West Indies are getting quite large. Just expand the colonies. And there. It's colonized Guadalupe. Let's get our fleet out. Let's send our conquistador army to that island. See if we can't grab it. And another one. It's been colonized, so that's good as well. There we go. There we go. That's what we're talking about. We are getting closer to getting Cuba, the crown jewel of what we want here, boys. Now, girls. Alright, let's see. St. Thomas. Yes, we want that. Alright. Mass disappearance. Let's get the ship over here. There we go. Colony grows. What else we have? Oh, Portugal's having rebel problems. They've lost 3,000 of their troops. Oh, that's unfortunate. Unfortunate indeed, Mr. Portugal. Oh, I'm so tempted to invade, but I don't have a fleet to hold off the English, so that wouldn't really work out for us, would it? Alright, let's see. I have many plans for our colonies, but I think if we don't want to get overly ambitious right now, we're just gonna focus on the Caribbean for now. As you can see, our colonial possessions are already building an army, which is very good. Now keep in mind, only the Americas and Australia are colonial dominions, like they're nations of their own under your control. The colonies, such as in Africa, are under your direct control. So you got to keep in mind that you do have to guard those territories yourself. So there's always a trade-off. Brandenburg's doing well. We hope they don't form Prussia because, you know, if you know history, you know Prussia is not exactly a nation you want to mess with, you know? Especially under a certain King Frederick the Great, you know? You don't want to run into him. Now this playthrough, while I'm colonizing, this playthrough is going to go to the end of an EU4 game normally. So I think that's the year 1834, and it's 1471 now. As stated, I think the goal is just going to be, you know, how large can we make Spain if it formed about 100 years earlier? How much land we can control, you know, things like that. Now, I'm aware in my last video the audio was not stellar, let's say. So I've tried turning down the sounds of the game this time, so we're going to see if that works. If it doesn't, We'll see, but I'm sure it'll work. But we need to colonize more, and I'm not quite happy. Apparently, we still haven't embraced the Renaissance yet. That's not great. Eventually, we will. I'm not great with the institutions, so I'm not 100% sure how you get them. Besides, they spread gradually, and you do certain things to get them, but you know. Not an expert. Alright. How's the colonialism going? We'll take prestige from that event. Okay. Colony's going well. We're doing well, boys and girls. Doing really well. We just need to get over to the Dominican Republic and Haiti. And Jamaica and Bahamas. And we still got a bit to colonize. But that's fine. We'll eventually get all these islands under our control. It will take time. But we're going to take all the islands. You know, it'll be really good. It'll be really good. Now, let's see. We're here in Spain. Doing well in terms of army still. Oh, our conquistador just died. But we still have our old... I guess it was another conquistador we forgot about. Oh, it was our explorer. How sad. I'm sure he'll always go down the history books. We'll always remember... I've forgotten his name. Huh. We'll just recruit another one and say he was the first later on. You know, that's how... Now, we own history. History's written by the victors, and of course we're going to be the victors, so... Spain can't possibly be wrong in any regard. Alright, let's get over here. Oh, we have another colony. Borikin. I almost thought that said Bocoen. If you ever watched his videos, you know he's a great YouTuber. If you haven't, I recommend watching him. Alright. Get rid of the natives there. Hop on a ship, and off they go again. These are some busy soldiers. People are converting to Catholicism. It's not great, because we want to be Protestant later on, but it's better than not being a Christian at all, I suppose. We just need to grab these islands as fast as we can. Alrighty. Oh, we have a merchant. We have another merchant. If you can see up here, we can send. Where do we want to send him? Where's he going to make the most money? So far, Genoa. And that is the most money. We're going to collect trade from Genoa. Yeah. Oh, we've completed a mission. What is this? High income. Oh, we have a high income. That's good. Still not great. Oh. Oh. Those are Portuguese ships. Think they're exploring. We can't have that. Not at all. Portugal exploring means they might be thinking about colonizing, so we might want to think about taking them out. But we'll leave them alone for now. As much as I'd like to conquer them and take over all of Iberia. We just gotta keep expanding our colonial territories. Puerto Rico, St. Thomas, being colonized. But we're doing well. All in all, I think we started off strong. You know what I have the weird want to colonize? I want to colonize Greenland. Why, you may ask? I have no clue, other than I'm greedy and I want land. But I doubt it's in our colonial range, and the Caribbean's more important at the moment. So we'll still worry about the Caribbean first, then we'll worry about taking Greenland, because of course Greenland isn't the most profitable of places. Oh, we're getting a lot of bonuses because we're completing missions. So that's good. Puerto Rico's expanding. No, we're doing well. We're doing well. Take some more land. We just gotta keep expanding. We gotta get some new military tech soon. Our conquistador died. Francisco, I think was his name. I don't know. Just like the explorer, we'll just recruit another one. That is a terrible conquistador, but hey, you know, you don't need to be completely the best leader in the world to get rid of some natives or arrive as they disappear magically. So you just gotta be magician, because that's all our conquistadors are. You know, they're great magicians. Them and all their soldiers are actually magicians. Like, they arrive and thousands of natives just disappear into thin air. It's great. They're the greatest magicians Europe's ever seen. And I'm sure after they witness our magic and how we can make natives disappear, all the other natives will be flocking to join us because they're in awe of our magic and not because they're scared for their lives. Nah, not that. Right, so eventually, if we get enough colonies, we'll start to get treasure fleets. And boy, will that start making us money. But I'm not pleased with France being fairly strong. Where are they allied with Scotland and a piece of Ireland? We have 42,000 men. That's a fairly good army, but we might want to actually start investing in a bigger army. Alright, we got some more colonies. Let's go over here. And the Pope is now Portuguese. That's not great. It's actually rather bad, but again, we'll see if God comes to save the Papal States once we come for him. Spain is a very good nation if you're into colonialism. If you really need to colonize or want to colonize quickly, Spain is one of the best nations that you can choose to do that. And in my opinion, Spain's great because, look here, sometimes if colonies get big enough, they'll, start colonizing on their own. And as you can see, they're getting pieces of South America for us, so we are actually going to be extremely powerful now because of that. So we're going to get even more land before any Europeans even set foot in America. Colonies. Oh, we've almost got another colony. That's good. Could always use more colonies. Always use more colonies. And Portugal's embraced the Renaissance. doesn't affect us greatly. We have got to get these islands under our control. There we go. Get rid of the natives. Send a colonist. That's that. Do. There we go, more land. We really almost have this island under control. Oh, I'm so tempted to take Greenland. I don't know why. I just want all the islands. It might be a good staging base to get to Canada. I don't know. Alright. Let's march here. Oh, there we go. Kill them. Oh, open this menu. Nah. Send a colonist. Oh, that's a good trade node. See, all these are like trade routes, so that's an important spot to have. It's a very good spot to have. The Caribbean will get you a lot of trade if you control most of it. So, of course, that's what I'm trying to do. With our colony down here, expanding as well. That's great. We have another government reform we can choose. We're going to centralize the bureaucracy. Did Hungary just go up in military technology? How does Hungary have 2 more military techs than we do? Everyone's got... Oh, we're behind. We gotta hire a military advisor is what that means. Oh, it's because our king is absolutely trash. And you get rid of... He gets rid of 10% of the taxes we gotta pay on the army, so we're gonna hire him. We've got to get some more military power. Because otherwise we're gonna start having issues if we can't fight our enemies. Alright. Colonization of Haiti is doing well. Doing real well. Alright. Oh, Burgundy and France are at war. Wait, what? Burgundy just inherited the throne of like 4 different nations. That's interesting. Good for them, I guess. Righty. What do we have here? More land, more land. That's good. Right. Alright, we've discovered tobacco in a lot of these places, so that's a good trade good to have. Look at all the tobacco. 3 out of these 4 provinces we're colonizing have tobacco in it. That's great. It's really great. Alright, so let's continue with the colonization as soon as possible. Which will be... There we go. Get some more islands. Well, more pieces of this island, at least. Right? Looks like we're gonna get all of Dominica. Yep. That's for sure. All the Dominican and Haiti. Tortuga! And no pirates here. You know, squash that bug while it's still small. And colonization is continuing at a decent rate. There we go. That's this island taken. Let's take a few more. We've got one that's also about done, so we gotta get the fleet over here. There we go, we just took it, so we're gonna go take the Turks Islands. And we can get new military tech. Let's do that. Get the Turks Islands. Make the natives disappear. Put our fleet back in Tortuga. That's great. And we'll just lose some administrative power in that event. That's fine. Yes. So Catholicism is starting to have reform desire. Oh, we can choose another papal bonus. And because it's having reform desire, eventually Protestantism will spawn into the world. And of course, we'll be able to convert to that pretty quickly. There we go. That's great. Now, what else can we do? Take care of some enemies here and there. Man, Portugal has a lot of rebels, peasants. And Portugal's having to build an army to fight them. That's funny. Alright, Tortuga is making coffee, and we have the ability to take more islands. So we're going to go up here to the Bahamas and take them. There we go. Bahamas. Boom. Put our men back on the boat. Sail down here to Tortuga. And we'll just plop them there. Oh, Tortuga just got a bunch of migrants. That's great. Now we're also gonna now start going to Jamaica next. Then we can finally get to Cuba. Now taking Cuba will be a big step towards establishing ourselves in the Americas. Because of course Cuba is very important. Well, I think it's obvious it's important. But it'd be a great staging ground for the rest of the Americas. Well, everyone, I think that's another good, spot stop for today. So, thank you all for watching. If you like, subscribe, and, well, have a good day, everyone.